That's right, run.
Kyle Rittenhouse broke down, telling jurors about the moment he opened fire the night of August 25th during the unrest in Kenosha. After a brief break, he composed himself.
And Mr. Rosenbaum was right there at the corner of the Duramax, starting to chase me.
Rittenhouse said while helping to protect a used car lot, Joseph Rosenbaum ambushed him.
As you see him lunging at you, what do you do?
I shoot him.
Rosenbaum would later die. Rittenhouse says he then took off down Sheridan Road.
People were screaming, and I just was trying to get to the police running down Sheridan Road.
And you say, I'm trying to get to the police. Why were you trying to get to the police?
So I didn't do anything wrong. I defended myself.
Rittenhouse told jurors that's when Anthony Hubert knocked him to the ground.
As I'm getting up, he strikes me in the neck with his skateboard a second time.
Then what happened?
He grabs my gun, and I can feel it pulling away from me, and I can feel the strap starting to come off my body.
And what do you do then?
I fire one shot.
Huber also died. Rittenhouse then said Gage Grosskreutz pointed a gun at him.
His arm is like that with me on the ground, and his pistol is pointed at me, and that's when I shoot him.
Prosecutor Thomas Binger immediately challenged the teen's motive during cross-examination.
With regard to Joseph Rosenbaum, you fired 4 shots at him, correct?
Yes.
You intended to kill him, correct?
I didn't intend to kill him. I intended to stop the person who was attacking me and trying to steal my gun.
You felt that night that calling 911 was not an option, correct?
I didn't feel that if I called 911, anyone would show up.
Hillary joins us live now. And Hillary, what's next in the case?
Well, Toya, the defense has a few more witnesses to call. That'll begin tomorrow morning. And the judge saying at the end of the day that this trial could go into a 3rd week, with the jury possibly not starting to deliberate until Monday or Tuesday.
All right. Hillary Mintz reporting live for us tonight. Thank you. And outside of the courthouse, 12 News' Caroline Reinwald tried asking Rittenhouse's mother, Wendy, about her son's testimony.
Mrs. Rittenhouse, what did you think about Kyle on the stand today? What did you think about Kyle on the stand today? Any comments?
2 different times, the judge sent the jury out of the room and had strong words for the prosecution.
He's commenting on my client's right to remain silent.
No, Your Honor. I am making the point that after hearing everything in the case, now he's tailoring his story to what has already been introduced.
The problem is, this is a grave constitutional violation for you to talk about the defendant's silence. And that is, and you're right on the borderline, and you may be over, but it better stop.
Understood.
He knows he can't go into this, and he's asking the questions. I asked the court to strongly admonish him, and the next time it happens, I'll be asking for a mistrial with prejudice. He's an experienced attorney, and he knows better.
Mr. Binger?
First of all, Your Honor, this was the subject of a motion. I'm well aware of that. And the court left the door open.
For me, not for you.
My understanding of
You should have come and asked for reconsideration.
Legal expert Dan Adams joins me now. Dan, let's start with the defense's call for a mistrial. Take a listen.
The prosecutor's actions must be intentional in the sense of a culpable state of mind, in the nature of awareness that his activity would be prejudicial to the defendant. I would argue to you that that's clearly aware of that. You had warned him, you had told him prior to Mr. Rittenhouse testifying that these things, certainly the 90404 was off limits. You had warned him about the infringement on his constitutional right to remain silent. He did it again.
Dan, the defense asked for a mistrial with prejudice. What does that mean to the case moving forward?
Well, anytime there's a violation of somebody's clear constitutional rights, in other words, the prosecution has overstepped the legal boundaries of what's acceptable to do in court, the defense is able to say, Judge, we have to take this away from the jury. There has been an infraction, and it's been so great that it has to be the case has to be dismissed with prejudice, which means it could not be revived again. This would be over for Kyle Rittenhouse. And the judge indicated he'd take that under advisement. Dan, at one point today, Rittenhouse broke down on the stand. Let's take a look at that video again.
There were three people right there.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
We didn't know if we would hear from Kyle Rittenhouse. From what you saw and heard today, what do you think about putting him on the stand?
Well, a defendant's decision whether to testify is one that they have to make themselves. Nobody else can make that decision for them. They have an absolute right to either testify or not testify. Of course, the defense attorney in his opening statement showed his hand and promised that Kyle Rittenhouse would testify. I think it worked in his favor. The jury was able to get a feeling for him as a very young man who had undergone a very traumatic situation. And I think they saw his humanity as he testified.
Dan Adams, thank you for joining us.